travel. Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Miss G. We are here to talk about travel and travel, moving and existing. Hey, Miss Lawrence, how are you? Miss Mary, how are you? So, yes, we are here to talk about travel, moving to the continent of Africa. Tonight, we are talking about Gabon. Has anyone been to Gabon? Has anyone been to Gabon? Come on in this room, y'all. Come on in this room. Hello, YouTube people. So tonight we're going to talk about Gabon, and I'm loving it because so many people are so focused because how powerful media is that they're focused on um, Ghana, when Gabon is also in West Africa and is a beautiful place, coastline, forestry, just so many things, very clean. The only thing it is, you got to know French. You have to know French. It is a French speaking country. Is a French speaking country. So let me tell you, but I have some really, really cool facts of who is already, they got the memo a long time ago, and who is a Gabonese citizen. Okay. Y'all won't guess. Someone put in the chat, it's two people actually. Put in the chat, and I'm going to send you um, the repatriation guide for 2025. Put it in the chat who is, and I'm also going to send you. I'm not sure if I showed y'all. I have bumper stickers that says repatriation now. Let's move to Africa. I'll send y'all that too. Whoever puts in the chat first, who has Gabonese citizenship. It's two people that everyone knows and loves. Okay. So, um, Gabon, just, I always love to give y'all history first. So, geographically, Gabon is in the central West, Af- West Africa, central part of Africa. I like double what I said. So, its neighbors is Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, and the Republic of Congo. That's who their neighbors are. So, but Gabon is a place out of those four that is growing very quickly. All right. It's a small country. It's only like 2.3 million people. So it's small, it's quaint. So it's for, I would recommend people that are retiring that really want to chill, but you have everything there. You have the water, you have the wildlife, you have and it sits on the equator. Is that crazy? Part of it goes through the equator, goes through the middle, and it's not saying that it's hot. The weather is perfect. The weather's between 80 and 85. So Gabon is a place people are sleeping on, honey. So the only thing, you have to get your French in order. And that also is a requirement if you want to get citizenship. You have to know how to speak French. You have to be fluent in French. Let me get that completely correct. I'm pretty sure they said that you have to be fluent. Proficiency. Sorry, not hey Crystal. Yeah, a proficiency in French. So you got to know French. You don't have to be fluent in French, but have a proficiency in French to qualify for your citizenship. Okay, so let me see what else. Come on in this room, y'all. Regina Lakeview is in the house, I see. Lakeview is in the house, New York. So, uh, Gabon, uh, and I'm going to tell you who the two people are, okay, that has citizenship already, been had it like 5 years or so. Um, so, in Gabon, where you would go, their capital or big city is called Libreville. And the meaning behind Libreville, after the slave trade, everything like that. But as I share with all of y'all, our beginnings is not the slave trade. Okay. Uh, the slave trade interrupted what we were doing, but I may reference the slave trade, but that's not where the beginning is. So I apologize for that. But Libreville got its name because it was one of the places where the freed slaves went, and Libreville means free town. So almost like how, Freetown and Sierra Leone, they didn't name it Libreville, but Libreville means free town. Okay. I guess in a French dialect. TG, how you doing? So as I mentioned, everyone is focused on Ghana. Gabon is a place where you can really take advantage of. Everybody in Ghana, okay? Everybody in Ghana, and I don't want to shade Ghana at all. Ghana is wonderful, but there are so many places that you can have the same experience or better. Okay, so what else? So let me tell you some places to visit. They have their national parks and their nature and their wildlife. They have several, if you are into the wildlife, um, several protected species, right? So they have over 10 national reserve parks where you will see hippos that you won't really see anywhere else. Um, Hippos, antelopes, elephants, gorillas, crocodiles, and they are in their natural habitat. And I don't know, put safari in the chat for me if y'all have been to the safari or if you've just experienced a zoo. And I'm going to tell you that going to a zoo after experiencing going to a safari, even the safari on the most basic level, you can go, to the safari in Nairobi at Nairobi Park. That's probably the most basic safari you could go to, but you will still see the animals in their natural habitat, roaming free. You don't smell, when you go to a zoo, it just stinks. It stinks bad. And when you're coming near the elephant area, because it stinks. In their wildlife, nothing stinks. It's amazing. So um I just feel after experiencing that zoos are not a good thing. And one, they're being kept captive and caged and everything, and that's probably a lot of reasons why the animals go and attack. Because when you're out in in a safari, the animals really aren't paying too much attention to you. Hey, Nathaniel, um aren't paying attention to you. They're minding their business. Everyone stays in their lane. So, but I think if they're provoked or whatever, it's very rare. I know that they show you on, on social media when, the lions or whatever attack the the car, but sometimes people are provoking those animals. Um, because when I've gone on safari, there were tigers, the lions. right? The lions is the skinny ones, right? The skinny cats, not the big ones, but anyway, lions, tigers, I'm not sure. Um, but they were right next to the car walking. They didn't look up, they didn't jump, they didn't growl. They were just walking down the road. And then another one came out the bushes. Both of them walked down the road, and everything was copy. And then they went back into the bushes and went to their cubs and mind their business. So, and that's what people usually see, because I think I've been on two or three safaris, but at Nairobi National Park. I haven't gone to the Masai Mara that I would love to go. And the Masai Mara is just the Masai Mara, the Serengeti. That's when you are living amongst the animals. So when you wake up, you may see zebra right on your front porch. It's amazing. It's amazing. You may see giraffes putting their heads in your cabin. I know everyone's like, I don't think so. But anyway, but Libreville is the big city, and that's on the coast. And what is so beautiful and just sets it apart, as I'm showing y'all the differences and options that you would have. They call Libreville and Gabon to the most virgin part of Africa, because they have 172 kilometers. So I guess that's about what, 200 miles of uninhabited coastline. That's amazing. Okay. That is amazing. No one's living there, and it's beautiful coastline. It's not like that coastline and it's dirty. It's still white beaches, and it's 200 miles of just coastline, beach, beautiful coastline. So that is a plus that no one else all over the continent has. But Gabon has that. So if you are a beach person, I mean, 200 miles of just beach. That's uninhabited. Uninhabited. Yeah, uninhabited. Okay. And, you know, y'all know I be just tearing up. I'm going to stop apologizing for me rolling over. I think it may be nerves, because I only do this when I'm on the live with y'all. But the national book, so they call it like the last Eden, because it's so untouched. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing. And excuse me, I'm drinking my kombucha. I was thinking about having a glass of wine, and I'm like, I really want to get away from the alcohol thing. So kombucha has that alcohol thinking, but it's not alcohol. Anyway, kombucha is great for your gut. Keep your stomach flat, ladies and men. Okay. Um, what else? Okay, so places to visit. Has anybody put in the chat yet? I'm going to send y'all a gift. I'm going to send y'all a free copy of the step-by-step guide, if y'all get this correct. Who has, we it's two people actually, citizenship to Gabon. And y'all gotta put it in. I'm gonna check the timestamp, y'all, so y'all don't go and Google it. By 9:20, y'all can put in the chat, and I will send that person to be one person. But whoever else puts it in, I will send y'all a repatriation bumper sticker. Repatriation bumper sticker. I feel like giving away a lot of stuff today. But anyway, repatriation bumper sticker for all of those that put the names of the people, the two people that have their citizenship, that they are Gabonese citizens. And the person that puts it in first will get a free copy of Coming Home, the 12 month step by step travel and repatriation guide. Okay, so other places to visit is Lango. That's the big park. That's the place that you would want to go. Is Loango National Park. Okay. They have everything there. Like I said, the best wildlife probably anywhere. And that's saying a lot because South Africa has great, at the Cougar National Park is absolutely gorgeous. So for them to say that Gabon has Luango Park has one of the best wildlife, and I believe it's because they have special species like the antelope and the hippo. I don't think any other place has hippos, elephants, gorillas, crocodiles. Okay. Um, they also have, and I shared with y'all that Gabon is French speaking. It was part of the French, was colonized by the French. So they still their main language is French. But if you're a teacher, that English, honey, but you still got to know French. You got to be proficient in French. Gabon has such a diverse and, of course, deep culture. It has over 40 ethnic groups, and it is known for its natural resources, like the rest of the continent does, just natural resources that no other place has. So they're known and they make their money from timber, woods. And they also make their money from oil. Uh, Not 10 national parks, they have actually 13 national parks. And they have the rarest species of animals at their parks. Uh, and the coastline is incredible if anyone has checked it out. Beautiful drop dead coastline. So this is a place, like I mentioned before, that will probably be perfect. Sienna, welcome. That will be perfect for um, like people that's retiring, something to chill, but no, let me take that back because I heard they get real lit. They nightlife is off the chain. So let me take that back. Um, you chill during the day and you party at night. Their nightlife, I heard, is off the chain. And I tell you, I have been to experience nightlife on coastal little villages that you would think goes to sleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. No, 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 no. From Friday to Sunday, partying, party, like party, and they party all night. And Africans have any reason to have a party or a celebration all night. You party, you leaving when the sun rises. So I take that back. Yes, it could be good for retirement, but it could be also, it's good for everyone, to be quite honest. It's good for everyone because what it has to offer, you're at ground one, you can build business and everything like that. You won't be bored. You have a great mix of the tropics, the woodlands. They also have they also have beautiful falls. Oh my God, the falls are just amazing, amazing. So Gabon has everything, everything, everything. Okay, so that is a place to look at. All right. What else? So is dry season. Is dry season is June through August, but Gabon is not overly hot. People always ask, "Oh my God, it's too hot. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be too hot. Is it hot there?" And some places, and since it's like sitting on the equator, or the equator is going through it, you would think that it's 110 all the time. No, um, the average temperature rolls about 85 degrees. So it's a great temperature. And then you're near beach. You can walk to the beach pretty much anywhere. You can walk to the beach. You have access to walk to the beach. Let me see. They call it the Bay of Kings. And what else? Beaches all oh yes, beaches all over the city. I just mentioned vibrant nightlife. They take partying to a whole nother level, to a whole nother level. The partying. Oh my God. Um, then what else? The food is great, and yeah, the food is outstanding, great. And but here's some cool little fun facts about Gabon, right? So we gotta, even though people have died, been beat for our right to vote, in Gabon, they take voting extremely seriously. And matter of fact, it's mandatory. And if you are found that you're not voting, you will get fined. Isn't that something? They should do that here. If you have not voted, they take it so seriously that you will get fined. But the residents take it seriously and have such a pride for the country and for the process. That's not even a thought that people don't vote. I don't know why it's such a problem here that people don't vote. But in Gabon, they it's voting is mandatory. So let me see what else. Told you about the 175 kilometers of uninhabited shoreline. It lies on the equator and it is covered by forests. So you have the best of both worlds. Um, it's a free man's paradise, literally, because it's not so saturated with people. And, the Gabonese people are chill, laid back. Um, they are known for their masks in their tribal. They design masks, make masks. Masks are used in a lot of their ceremonies. So they are big with the mask in their culture. Another great thing that I feel Gabon is a place that people should look at. The economists look at places and their potential growth based on their demographics of age. And in Gabon, 15%, I mean, not 15, 50, 50 of their population is under the age of 15. So what that means is they have a plethora of people that is ready to be put in their labor force, that's coming into their labor force, young people, vibrant people. um so it's not an old or stagnant place. So you have so many of these young minds that are ready to um move the country forward. So 50% of the Gabonese people are under the age of 15. What else? What else? So let's talk about. I didn't get too much into like the history because the history is usually the same. Okay. The histories usually we had a king, queen, empire around the 9th century, 14th century, then in the 19th, 18th, really 19th century, 1800s, the the colonizers came, turned it upside down, and then they had to fight to get their own country back. That's been the unfortunately that's been the story, right? So what else? All right, so let's get into visa visa process. So the visa process is pretty direct, simple, and you can get four different types of really no, three different types of visas. And their visa process is very simple. And what's so cool is they have visa on arrival. So you don't have to go through all of this pre-preparation before while you're before you leave on your trip. You just get to the airport, give your documents, and you being a US citizen or having a US passport, visa on arrival, boom. And you can have a tourist visa, and a tourist visa goes from 1 month to 3 months, and it is about $75, and then you have a $20 processing fee. Um, or you can do up to even 6 months, and that's $200 with a $20 processing fee. So that is tourist visas. And you can go to Gabon's website and get that done. You don't need to go through any, legal person like an attorney or a service to get it done. You These usually are, it's called e visas, or um, e it's called ETA. So it's electronic travel authority or something like that. So you can get that if you want before, but I've run into, I like visa on arrival. So you don't even have to worry, because sometimes it gets caught up in just a spinning wheel if you try to do it before. So don't worry about doing it before. Okay. The next thing is you could get a business visa. So the business visas or the work visas operate pretty much the same. Uh, you With business and work visas, usually a company entity will buy it for uh, their person that is in that country for a certain length of time. So the business visas don't really have a start or end time. It's on a case by case basis, to let y'all know. Okay. Then you have a long term visa, but with the long-term visas, usually they expect you to go through a tourist visa a couple of times, and then you're able to qualify for a long-term visa. All right. So um and then the visa upon arrival. So it's really, really simple, and the visa process is not that expensive. So let's go over to the citizenship. Citizenship, the same way. I'm telling you, Gabon, y'all better check out Gabon. Got to check out Gabon. All right. So, and I can definitely assist you with that. We can talk about it and walk through it. That's what I'm here to do. Um, Gabon, to be a citizen, you only have to live there for 5 years. So it's not like other places, 7 years, 15. I think I see one. Did I see one that was like 25 years? That's crazy. Maybe, but I did see a place that was 15 years. So 5 years goes in a blink of an eye. What they also want you to do is be proficient in French, because Gabon is a French speaking country. Okay. Um, English is not, it's not like a English French, it's French. So nobody ain't trying to speak English for you. You got to know French. Okay. And then also you will go through the process of understanding the Senegalese, the Gabonese culture. Really, it's connected to Senegal, so the Senegalese culture. Okay, so um, yeah, so pretty much it's simple, so simple, so simple. So who in the chat want is interested in Gabon? Should we do a trip to Gabon? Because all these places are just fabulous. Fabulous. And y'all, just a side note, you know what? I think YouTube messing with me. I'm looking on YouTube, not one person's going on. You know they don't like what I be saying. So I think they cut my streaming, okay? Because they scared I'm gonna say something. It's not one person that's been on. Now you know they shut down, they took down my my video the other day because I said GEN side and it kept popping and then I went back and it was gone. So, I know the YouTubers be saying that YouTube don't play and they don't play. So I don't want them to stop my streaming. They'll let you post, but I guess they filter it and give you permission. They don't let you go live and stream because they don't know what you're going to say. So I haven't seen anybody get on. So they probably have my streaming blocked. It's okay because I have my Facebook people, my Africa Awaits people, and I want to thank y'all so much for joining. Isn't Africa Awaits group the coolest? They're the coolest. I don't even have to worry about monitoring it. Y'all jump on, y'all share information. That's what it is about, that we share information about the continent so we can understand and move forward. Excited. Oh no, someone jumped on. Okay, sorry, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. um, all right, so let's get into some other good stuff. Everyone always wants to know about the cost of living. So the cost of living in Gabon for one person, about $400. 400, that's including everything. No. A one bedroom about $400. And then the cost of living monthly, I'm having it cross off. It's about 400 for one person. For a family of four, it's about, it's 1,200 going up to 3,200. You may have a 5-bedroom house and staff and everything. And remember, we're used to getting um, real estate when we move into places. We're used to getting real estate just empty. Most of these places, if your cost of living or where you're living is $3,000 a month in Gabon, you have a mansion and like a guest house and a pool and staff. That's what you have. You can put your family, your in-laws, everybody in that house. Okay. But the average is like, probably under 1,200, but a family of four cost of living, 1,200, 3,200. One bedrooms go for like $300 to $600. Food, again, you can go to the local spot, get a meal, $3-4, the most $7. And then you can go to a real nice restaurant, and it could be up towards like $50. So what else? That's about it. And you know how to keep it together. It's the same. It's the same list. And for the new people that's here, people ask, well, what type of jobs are there? Now, when you are on the continent or going to the continent, what you want to do, and I will repeat this all the time for the new people to come that's coming on. You don't go to Africa to look for a job because their pay and our pay totally different. Okay, now it's relative because their cost of living is, like the same difference. But just to give you an example, a banker, a CEO of a bank here in the United States could make $1 million, right? Or a director. Let's do the director, not the CEOs. Director of a a division of a bank could make what 300,000 400,000. I don't know. I don't know. But in some parts of Africa, that same person would make $30,000, if that, like $30,000. So what you want to do in your goal is to grow yourself and help grow the economy. So you come, and if you were any type of professional executive here in the United States, and you have been trained by a Fortune 500 company that spends millions of dollars in their professional development, this is the opportunity for you now for all of what they have taught you. Because, like my mom and them used to say, you can take my money, but you can never take what's in my head, in my brain, what I have learned. So you take that and you start your business, and you can employ people because this the labor force is not expensive. So you can turn what you're doing now, that you're going into a job and you just feel so unappreciated or whatever, what you with all the resources that you have and you have learned being at that job, you could turn it for the good, for it to open to you, that you can start that type of business there. And you can start so many businesses. I have seen several, because we take a lot of things for granted in the United States because everything is here, right? So, but just the simple things, I had seen a couple of YouTubers and they were talking about business opportunities, um, where they were. I forgot where they were. They may have been Dar es Salaam. And they said there's no movie theaters, no bowling alleys, like simple stuff that we wouldn't even really, we take for granted. So you could open like a what is it, like a Dave and Buster's type of thing, because people like to go out and be social, and you won't have to worry about stuff popping off, you know. Um, Places like that, or any type of business. So you have, as far as professions, since it is, timber, oil, people in that sector, NGOs. Tell you about NGOs, and we as people of color are not employed by NGOs, and NGOs pay very well. They act like they don't because it's like the Peace Corps and all of those um corporations that you assume people are volunteering, but they're not. They're project managers, and they're coming over to, they send them over to certain countries to do, I don't know what, studies or whatever. I don't know what they be doing. I don't trust them, but NGOs, number one profession that anyone on this live can do, okay, is education, be a teacher. Any country, not just not just the continent of Africa, any country, continent, although we do not respect our educators here in the United States, everywhere around the world respects their educators and education. So there are jobs if you want to continue to teach, if you're a younger person or whatsoever, not at retirement age, and you want a profession you can be proud of. Education is great, and you get perks with that position if you teach in like private or really international schools is where the money is, because the tuition is not cheap. So the tuitions could be up in the five digits with the international schools. So that and tourism, since Gabon is coming up, um, people go and they find a whole, like a boutique hotel, and um, it's tourism there or spas, anything that you can imagine, you can start in Africa. Africa's been waiting for us. Mama Africa is calling us home because that's our home. We just ended up, or our ancestors ended up here. This is where we were born. In Africa is where we're from. Don't get it twisted. Okay. So, and this is the time, I don't know how much louder it's screaming that this is the time for us to go home and live our best life instead of fighting and fighting and fighting and dying and fighting and praying to achieve what? This country has been this type of country since day one. And we have been praying and fighting and dying, and it's the same thing, and it's just getting worse. And we have options. That's the great thing. We have options now. And everyone that is on this live, I love that y'all are forward-thinking enough, because a lot of people, that's why I decided to do a group. And because when I first started this, I did my lives on my personal page, and I would get one or two people, maybe three, four, and half of those people were just looking. They barely had a passport probably. So it's like-minded people that are part of uh, Africa awaits, and we're looking for the same thing, so we can talk the same language. So um, we are in a great space. We just have to prepare ourselves to make the change that we need for our lives, for our families' lives. Um, it's serious out here, y'all. This is not a video game. I don't even listen to the news. Who listens to the news? Y'all, who listens to the news? Put it in the chat if y'all listen to the news. I can't. I stopped listening to the news. I stopped watching TV after COVID. Mm-mm. The news stations, the news, all of them are all in together, and the Western media only gives you information that they want you to react to, not information they want you to know, but information they want you to react to. That's it. That's it. And it's very it's not good for our souls, it's not good for our minds, anything. So anyway, I'm not going to go on a soapbox about that. Hold on, y'all. My phone done got hot. My phone got hot. It's coming back on. It's coming back on. Sorry, y'all. My phone got hot. You know how it do. But that's about it for today. I want to thank y'all so much for spending the hour of power with me because what? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And what? Africa is the powerful. So we're going to learn about ourselves from Africa. So when we are ready to do what we need to do, we're going to do it. But even before that, we're not confused. We're not bamboozled. We're not listening to the myths. We are learning about this is what we should have learned in school, right? I'm, I'll be 60 in a couple weeks and I'm just learning this in the last year. Are you kidding me? Really? But I'm glad and I'm blessed that I have the opportunity to have experienced a black president, okay, and gone to the motherland and plan on being in the motherland. So y'all, I want y'all to come on with me. What's we doing? What are we doing tomorrow? Let me see what I have planned for tomorrow. Hold on. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is I have Nigeria, honey. We're going to talk about Nigeria tomorrow. So if there's any Nigerians on the live, I want y'all to DM me or people that has gone to Nigeria, because what I like to do is have people talk to my audience that's been there. I do a lot of research and all that good stuff, but it's always best when it's coming from someone that's been there on the ground. So again, I just want to thank y'all so much. We ended a little bit early. Yeah, any Nigerians. So, this is the thing. Okay. The person, I can't see the chat, and that runs me up the wall. But the two people the two people that have Gabonese citizenship, who knows? I'm going to give y'all one more last chance. Okay, that have Gabonese citizenship, and they got a long time ago, like 5 years ago, is Luda and Samuel L. Jackson, honey. They are Gabonese citizens. So they know about about Gabon, honey. Yes, they both are Gabonese citizens. Is that the coolest? So folks are on it. They're keeping us asleep. We got to wake up and we got to do. But anyway, I'll check y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to talk about Nigeria. And if you have any Nigerian friends or you've gone to Nigeria, DM me so you can jump on the live with me and talk about your experience, because people want to know. Talk about your experience in Nigeria. So I want to thank y'all again, and definitely get the guide. DM me or go to, I think it's in the link on YouTube, and on Facebook you can DM me if you want the step-by-step. It's a 12-month step-by-step travel and repatriation guide. And if anyone did put that in the chat, you got a gift. And if anyone wants, I have bumper stickers that say repatriation now. Anyone that participate, I'm going to send y'all one for free. I'm in the giving mood today. So y'all take care. Again, my name is Gloria, Miss G, Glow. Whenever you met me, that's how you roll with me. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care. Bye.